Hey everyone, I want to show you a ratio today that I think is not something that's talked about a lot, certainly not in the mainstream media, and it has to do with the ratio of the price of gold to the price of copper. Now there's a reason before we look at this why this is an important ratio. If you think about the price of gold has a little bit of a safe haven, a store of value quality, and the price of copper essentially is a growth story. So when you see global growth decelerate, the price of copper tends to come under some pressure. Now, to be fully clear, I'm very bullish copper in the longer term, but I think we could see some sort of consolidation here and some setbacks as the global economies start to once again begin to slow. Certainly, the U.S. economy over the next few quarters. So let's have a quick look at this and see if we can make some sense of it. But really, it's quite simple because all we're looking at here really is a ratio chart, and I made this a weekly chart on purpose. So this goes back all the way to the late 80s, and you can essentially see that every time that this ratio, so when basically the price of gold relative to the price of copper broke above this line there, the value is not important. It's the relative move. We tended to have some equity setbacks. So, for example, it happened in 2008, right? So that's when we had the great financial crisis. Then it did happen in 2016, and I was looking at that. This was a little bit of an anomaly. The equity market did actually pull back in early 16, about 15-20%. But that was the one where basically going back to the late 80s, it wasn't like a major sort of basically deterioration in global economic growth. But then, of course, it happened again during COVID. And right now, we're seeing this ratio really bump up into territories where we want to be mindful of the potential risks that it's at least warned about in the past. So the ratio of gold to copper, interesting. Again, not something that you'll see a lot in the mainstream media. Hope it helps, and we'll see you soon.